Hey, this is David from Penn University and got a police state situation in Long Island. Take a look at this
Long
newsreel.
Islanders have complained about illegal housing for years. Well, tonight, there's a crackdown in one community. News 12 Long Island's Elise Evans shows us where.
I pay $9,000 a year taxes, and I don't think it's fair.
Perry Esposito says the problem of illegal housing is getting worse in his Westbury neighborhood. He says at least 2 nearby homes have illegal tenants.
Someone was living in the garage. No plumbing, no proper heating. They were paying part of that person's mortgage and taxes.
After multiple complaints from residents like Perry, the village is cracking down with what it calls a new housing enforcement program. The village says there will be zero tolerance for those breaking the law. Among the changes, the village will create a housing enforcement unit and hire 2 new officers. It'll conduct inspections without notice and increase housing violation fines. It will also raise fees and toughen maintenance rules for homes owned by absentee landlords.
It's not targeted to any people in particular. It's just targeted to a situation, which is landlords who are making money by victimizing people in the community and by victimizing the community as a whole.
This is about trying to find habitable housing for people so that they can live legally and respect property rights.
In the coming days, residents will be receiving these flyers from the village informing them about the specifics with this new housing enforcement program. Perry is hopeful this crackdown will improve his neighborhood.
Peter could nip it in the bud now. That would be great for all of us and the value of our homes.
Elise Evans, News 12 Long Island.
If you want to report a suspected illegal rental in Westbury, we have that information for you. Just head to news12.com and click on numbers and links. And that leads us to our question of the day. Are there illegal apartments in your neighborhood?
All right, now as you can see, because citizens in this area, Westbury and Long Island community, are upset about what their neighbors are doing and about unauthorized tenements or rentals, they have basically authorized the local law enforcement to become a police state. These people without warrants, without any notice or provocation, can now just go in and out of your home and inspect it and basically interrogate people. And the people of Long Island think this is or in Westbury think this is a great idea because they're too busy worrying about what their neighbor's doing to worry about themselves, have basically given up a constitutional freedom of privacy. So now the police can just waltz in and out of your house for whatever reason. They'll go in and out of your homes for a hell of a lot more than looking for unauthorized tenants. Just give it a little time. So this is a crackdown on homeowners who rent their house out to illegal tenants with a new zero tolerance program. See, notice how that term keeps popping up everywhere? Zero tolerance is like an excuse now for authorities to just walk all over you. So now police can conduct their home inspections without any notice whatsoever. They're going to make a new housing enforcement unit, so they're going to create another police division that will need additional monitoring. The modified search warrant eliminates prior notice. Aggressively use warrants and house sweeps on a regular basis is what it says. So they're going to be going in and out randomly whenever they feel like it, over and over again. And furthermore, the residents are being encouraged to report their neighbors if they suspect anything. So spy for us and we'll give you a treat kind of mentality. Very, very totalitarianist. I don't like that, any of that. I don't like any of that. There's no process. There's no legal process here. Basically, if I don't like my neighbor, and you know people do this, don't deny it. If I don't like Jim who lives next door, I can get on the phone and say, yeah, man, I'm pretty sure he's got somebody sleeping in his garage. And the police will show up and tear Jim's house apart. And I got back at Jim. And if they happen to stumble over anything else that he might have over there, he'll get arrested for that too. That's a police state. And that's really scary. Long Island, you've made a mistake.